In chapter 15, the authors talked about poverty reduction and adult education. Actually, this is one of the topics that I'm really interested in because I took EDD 850, social justice in a global world in the past, and in that class I've read a book about poverty reduction, things about how to advocate for the poor and for the vulnerable group of people. So this is a very interesting topic for me. And in this chapter, the authors talked about how to view the issue of poverty through adult education lenses. Poverty is actually one of the most challenging issues that many countries faces, and the most common method to measure poverty is to define a poverty line and based on either statistical or policy standards, people can calculate the percentage of a population that has an income below that line. For example, there are a lot of people that live under the line of $1 per day. So you can imagine the quality of their lives can be. And though a lot of countries acknowledge and know the positive influence that education has on poverty reduction, not all national governments implement the recommended 6% of education budgets for adult education. There are some types of adult education that can be implemented into government strategy to reduce poverty, such as basic education and vocational education in various perspectives. We think about basic education. We know how to read and write, one of the basics education that people can get. People who live in the U.S. probably don't understand how serious this can be, but based on my experience in a lot of countries, even in countries such as China, has this is a large second largest economy in the world, but there's still people don't know how to read and write. So this is a very serious global issue. And also, people who live in farms, they have to understand and receive agricultural education so that they know how to do things in a better way so they can get out of the poverty situation. And the government also need to build states that on the one hand develop a strong social planning, but on the other hand are built on the control and the participation of citizens, and strategies to increase the influence of the poor in social planning are things such as democracy, civil society, participation, and etc. So I really recommend you all to take the social justice in a global world in the future, because in that class, not only we are going to understand the people that are in need, and also can able to find out ways that we can actually help, and ways that we can be advocate for those people. And this is a brief summary of this chapter.